Alliteration, transferred epithet, oxymoron, and personification. Yes, these are the poetic devices used in the poetry of photograph. Written by Shirley Tolson. Let's see the introduction of the poem. In this poem, the poet feels nostalgic. Actually, she recalls her mother and her memories while looking at a childhood photograph when her mother was 12 years old or so. Exactly, she was not 12 years, but she was about 12 years. She has described three stages. In the very first stage, she reveals her mother enjoying at the sea beach with her cousins. In the second stage, the poet shows the reaction of her mother on seeing her cousins who were well dressed up. But the third stage is shown as very painful because her mother is now no more. Now I will start the poetry stanza wise. Be very careful, be very attentive so that you could understand it very well. If you have any problem, you can send me your queries in the comment box. Stanza 1. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she the big girl, some 12 years or so. First of all, I would like to tell you one thing about the poet, that Shirley Tolson is a female poet. Through these lines, the poet tells she is looking at a cardboard on which an old photograph of her mother pasted. There are three girls in that photograph, in which the middle one is the mother of the poet, and she is the biggest one. It was a time when her mother was about 12 years old. As she is not alone in the picture, her two girl cousins are also standing there on both the sides. They all three are standing at the sea beach where they had gone to enjoy paddling. Her cousins are holding her hands. Here you find a new word, paddling, which means walking or standing barefooted in the shallow water. Stanza 2. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born. In these lines, the poet tells about the time when she was not even born. At that time, her mother's face was sweet and beautiful. Her uncle captured their photograph at the beach while they were smiling through their hair. It means their smile was behind their hair because of the wind. Now, stanza number 3. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. In this stanza, the poet has compared her mother's face with that of the sea. She says, on the one hand, with the passage of time, her mother's face and life changed a lot. But on the other, the sea that is very vast has not changed much and still looks the same. It seems that the sea was washing their mortal, temporary, changeable feet while they all three were standing at the beach. Now stanza number 4. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. Now the poet shows the reaction of a mother looking at that photograph after 20-30 years. She would certainly laugh and would say, pointing out to her cousins Betty and Dolly, she would say how well they were dressed up by their parents for the sea holiday. Now I tell you some important words of the previous stanzas. First word is cardboard, stiff and thick paper board. Paddling, I have already told you about paddling. Paddling means walking or standing barefooted in shallow water. Terribly, great or immensely. Only in this poem, this word has been used for greatness. Transient means mortal, changeable or temporary. Now let's move on to next stanza. Stanza number 5. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. The poet says that the sea holiday had become a past experience or a thing of past for her mother, but her laughter captured in the photograph has become my own past. The poet calls it irony of the fate that both of them suffered from a sense of loss. Both were laboring to ease themselves from the pangs of that loss. Means both of them lost something which they cherished a lot and yet cannot live that moment again. Those sweet moments had become only memories now, and those moments can never come back. Remember, this is the most important stanza of the poetry. The very last line, both rise with the labored ease of loss, is the most important line. Now, stanza number 6. Now she's been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. In these lines, the poet feels nostalgic, thinking about her mother who has died many years ago, and she has died nearly as many years as she had lived. But she cannot express the grief that she has got from her mother's absence. She says that there is nothing to say at all in this condition, in this circumstance, when she is thinking about her mother's death or her past. She says, silence creates silence only. Now look at the words of stanza 5 and 6. Snapshot means photograph. Rye means disappointed, labored, achieved after hard work. Ease means comfort. Circumstance, as you all know, situation or condition. Time now to discuss the poetic devices used in this poem. Different poetic devices have been used for different lines, like alliteration in the line stood still to smile, terribly transient, and silence silences. In these lines, alliteration poetic device is used. Transferred epithet in the line washed their terribly transient feet. Oxymoron in the line labored ease of loss. Personification is used in the line its silence silences. Now I hope you all must have understood this poetry, and please don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. God bless you all.